in total, there's 15 orders going out, so there's a lot to show you. But as always, I'm going to show you my 3 most interesting orders of the weekend. Let's get into it. So I think it'd be an insult not to start with this. So we're starting with a Naval General Service Medal, and this were awarded to people who took part in the war, and it was given as a symbol of bravery for people who went to Syria between 1793 and 1840. And honestly, doing the research on this, I'll try and do some close-ups just to give you a better idea. But after doing a bit of research, and you see the type of boats that existed in that time, like it really is mental. Like, for me, medals aren't something that normally come into the store, but doing the research, it just opens your eyes, and it was amazing learning about this. But on the side of the coin, again, I'll put some close-ups on, but each medal is individual because it's actually got the person's name on the going around the rim of the medal. It's just a shame with this one. So if this was in perfect condition, you're looking at between £800 to £1,000, but obviously the ribbon and clasp is detached from the medal, and not only that, again, I'll show with pictures, but it looks like it's been altered and turned into a brooch, which is like such a shame, because, like I said, again, top value, mint condition. This is like between £800 to £1,000. It did get me thinking about, like, I wonder if the person who turned this into a brooch, did they know the value and like the history of this, or was it actually William Yeoman's family member or like loved one that turned this into a brooch? And if that's the case, like that's like such a nice story, because maybe they broke it and then they wanted to continue showing like their appreciation for that person by turning it into a brooch. But it's like such a historical piece, and yeah, they don't come into the store every day, but when they do, this is literally why I love doing collectibles, because you learn about history all through collectibles. So we'll get this packed up and sent on to that person now. Next on some really interesting collectibles to leave the store over the weekend, we've got 2 die line drawings from films, and again, 2 really interesting pieces. It's not going to be something that picks up well on the camera, but I still think it's a really good opportunity to talk about these. But you've got some plans that were used for the film The Wanted and these were I believe these were for prop designs. I'll put some pictures on just to give you an idea, but you can see there, like it's almost some plans just basically showing props. And what's really interesting about these 2 pieces is it shows the planning that goes into making these blockbuster films we watch, and then not only that, it also like gives you an idea of the process. So say if you're a video editor or aspiring to work in the film industry, these are like 2 really interesting pieces. And then the second one, and this is the one I prefer, it's actually a set plan for the imitation scene in Gotham City. And again, it's like another really interesting piece, and for me it really adds character, because you can see I'll put that picture on there, but you can see here there's like coffee stains or like cup of tea stains, whatever, but it gives you the idea that there could have been like all sorts of people, like huge names that we know, all stood around this like talking about the plans. And then you can see there's also an approval, so maybe this was like an artist's impression, and then they've took this to the team and then it's being given that approval. But 2 really interesting pieces, and again, they both hold like a lot of history, especially for like film buffs. So we'll get these packed up and onto that new collector now. Boom. Then in at number 3 we've got this. It's a 2007 Wilson Duke game ball, full size. I get these in quite a bit, to be honest, but when they do come in, they soon go out because NFL, obviously, it's a global sport and it's also getting bigger every single year in the UK. Like, I've got a friend that enjoys the NFL, and he says like trying to get tickets now in the UK, like it's almost impossible. You see it more and more, but like with a lot of events, but trying to queue up for tickets for the NFL games now, if you're not in those first like few thousand, you've got no chance. So again, really nice ball. It makes, I'm guessing the person buying this is buying this for a display because with that in the box, it looks great. And obviously due to the price they've paid, you're not likely throwing this on the field. You'd buy something a little bit cheaper, but really nice piece. We'll get this one packed up and sent on to them now. So it has been a busy weekend. It's been good. What else has sold? We had wrestling accessory, wrestling accessory, wrestling accessory, Playboy magazines. That was for a bundle of 2. Decent weight there. Wrestling figures, more Playboy magazines, wrestling accessory, some Star Wars front of house cards, really interesting piece. Music t-shirt. Music month is starting in July. Playboy magazines. 2 Mickey Mouse soft toys. These were made by made for McDonald's for the in Singapore or like Indonesian market. Like 2 really interesting figures there. Wrestling accessory. Kazar Marvel comic, and I can't remember what this one is. Can't remember this one, but we'll put it in. That's what it is. As always, thank you for watching. Still need to pack Vinted. And yeah, enjoy your evening. See you in a bit.